How many people here? How many people here identify themselves as African Americans? Okay, why?
It's interchangeable.
Black.
Wait, no. Why not identify yourself as Americans?
Because
I mean, aren't we all
look
Americans?
at you and tell you're black. You can't escape that.
Yeah, but I don't identify myself as white or a white American.
We can look at you. I mean, you have to, you know, we're black. I don't mind being black. I love being black. I embrace that.
No,
I don't embrace the African part of it because I was born here. My great-grandparents were born here. Sure, we came here. Thank God we came here. Thank God we landed here. And we triumphed here and we overcame here. But I don't consider anything about me African.
It's an evolution from the N-word. So, yeah, I mean, you know, if we're going to be called anything versus what we were called, but my preference would be African-American.
Can I tell you something? I think one of the problems that I have, and I have to tell you, as a white guy, I'm just being real honest with you, as a white guy, white people are uncomfortable sometimes saying, you know what, Martin Luther King, and then quoting Martin Luther King, because it's almost as if society says, no, 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 that's our guy, not your guy. And it shouldn't be that way. And so Martin Luther King wasn't the dream that we're all judged by the content of our character?
The fundamental issue with America, the content of our character. I mean, the very thing that God gave us to hold us together is the very thing that tears us apart. It's race, and it's a part of socialism as well. I mean, America, and why America is great, God bless it, is because of merit. It's a meritocracy. You don't see affirmative action in sports. You don't see affirmative action in football and in basketball, but...
But Glenn,
how do you see affirmative action?
Everyone's black.
Go ahead.
Picking up on what my colleagues just mentioned, and certainly echoing Lisa, what we have in America is an amalgamation of people that have joined together as one, which should have joined together, was formulated together as one, that being Americans. And when we add hyphenations into that, irrespective, and certainly Abby Thurnston, I applaud her, she's a great scholar, but I disagree, we are Americans, and to say that it's perfectly okay to interchange and one for the other, whether you're colored or you're black or you're this, I'm an American first. When I walked into the studio, I did not walk in as black, I did not walk in as African, anything. I walked in as Michael Massey, chairman of Project 21, an American. Now, I mean, that allows me to be comfortable within myself. I owe no one nothing but myself. Did I get up and work today? Did I give something to my community? Did I do something to enhance what I do work-wise and so forth?
But it's not a question whites ask of themselves. Exactly. They don't say I'm Chinese, I'm French American, or I'm German. You know, you say
Khalid, go ahead.
But you know what? I want to get to this whole Barack. A lot of people voted for Barack. I don't think they voted for him because he's black. First, he had to be a Democrat, because once you become conservative, you're no longer black, and we all know what that's about. So
wait, I'll come back to you. Wait, I'm going to come back with you. How many people here have, first, you don't necessarily want to be seen on television on this program or on Fox News or a conservative. I mean, how many people here, by show of hands, have experienced anything like I'm a sellout to my race, or I'm a... Okay, so back to Khalid. Back to Khalid. Khalid, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but I was going to say that, and that's the thing. Ken Blackwell ran for governor of Ohio. Did not get any support. Why? Because he's a Reagan conservative. He was the wrong party. So a lot of people, it's not about race. Democrats trump race when it comes to a lot of African American votes.
Yes, up here.
We had a customer service problem. That's why we actually lost. And for me personally, the reason why I came, you know, no disrespect to Mr. Massey, but when people say, oh, well, no, I'm not about the racial thing, what color are you when you have to deal with the police? I mean, realistically, stuff is going to happen. So personally, why I came, not to argue with you, brother, you know, but personally why I came is I would like to change the image of what black and conservative actually means. I think a lot of times what we're all doing as a group, I love everybody here because we all got to, you know, fight the struggle. I'm a conservative. What I hate is I kind of see everybody going, Obama ain't nothing, and then they'll go, it's almost like playing the victim card, and then they go, here's my book. It's almost like that's the model. So,
wait a minute, I don't understand what you're saying. What do you mean?
No, I think not to diss, the brother on the panel, but to me, it's almost like you playing the victim card. Like, I think people beat you up because they just perceived you as weak.
No,
wait. I just do.
No, they beat him up because he was a black kid with a briefcase.
All right. Order in the courtroom here.
The brother on the panel's got to say something about that. I've never been weak. No.
You look a little
light. They saw me as being different, okay? And it wasn't a matter of being weak. It was a matter that it was just me and my brothers versus maybe 20, 30 people. But the main point, though, is that this is not something that was isolated. There's a serious problem within the black community and keeping it real. And if you do speak proper English, you are going to have a problem. And if you do get straight A's, you are going to have a problem. I'm going to tell you right now, my man. No, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. If we keep lying about it, it will never change. All right?